is just the start.
What's up, y'all? Thanks for stopping by the obviously Lee Authentic channel. My name's Leah, that's spelled L-E-A and not L-E-A-H. So you are tapped into Continue or Nah. So this is just a series where we discuss and I talk about or do like a mini review of a new series that I started watching or a new series that I'm reading. It could be manga, anime, cartoon shows, reality shows, drama series, anything like that. And it could be a book, but I ain't gonna be reading no books no time soon because school starts in about a week. So we gonna be reading textbooks here soon. But yeah, so this episode will be about Centaurworld. This is a new animated series that was just released on July the 30th on Netflix. It's only 10 episodes. The episodes are no more than like 25 to 29 minutes. And yeah, it's kind of a cute episode, but I'll let y'all know my thoughts after we get through what we normally get through, where we give a brief summary of what it is, we talk about the characters, and then I'll let you know if we gonna continue or we gonna nod and act like it don't exist and keep it pushing and find something else, okay? So it opens up with Rider and Horse. We see a young girl, no more than probably like 17 or 18, riding her horse. They are being chased by these minotaurs, and she's holding on to this relic. And basically, she says that the relic is supposed to stop the war. This is what the general told me. As she's trekking along, we can see her world. It is a world full of war that has been a world that has been ravished by war and bloodshed. And we find out that she has lost her mom and dad to the war, and that Horse is only known Rider. Rider and Horse is their names. They did not give them names even by the end of the series because I watched the whole entire series last Sunday because I had nothing better to do. But as they're being chased by these minotaurs, something happens where Horse gets transported to Centaurworld. So Horse is in Centaurworld freaking out because she can't find Rider, and this is not the world that she is used to. If I could explain what Centaurworld is, it's like Adventure Time's world on acid. Whereas Adventure Time's world makes sense because we have an understanding of why the world is the way that it is because of a nuclear holocaust. Whereas Centaurworld, there isn't really any rhyme or reason. That there's different variations of centaurs, and why is everything the way that it is, you know? So Horse is greeted with Wamarink's herd. And so Wamarink is the mother and the leader figure of her herd. Wamarink is an alpaca centaur. She has the magical ability to levitate different things, but she also has the ability to create miniature versions of herself that have sentient they're sentient beings. Like, they're not miniature versions of Wamarink, only in aesthetic, like appearance, but they can think on their own and things of that nature. So and all of the centaurs and Wamarink's herd can do that and have that ability and other magical abilities. So Wamarink is very like happy and perky, and like her main goal is to keep her herd safe. Like, she just wants to keep her herd safe. So her and Horse butt heads a lot because Horse is a very brave and very I run headfirst into battle because that is what she's had to do in her world, where you have Wamarink, who's very cautious, who just wants to stay in her bubble and keep her group safe. And eventually they come to an understanding where they want to help Horse find the different keys to create a key in order to get back to her world. So the relic that Horse has is actually a piece of a key, and in Centaurworld, all these different types of shaman have a piece of the key. So Wamarink's herd is tasked with helping Horse go to these different shaman and convincing them to give them their piece of the key in order to create one main key in order to open up the door to the other world where Horse is originally from. So you, like I said, you have Wamarink. She is the leader and the mother figure of the group. Then you have Zulius. Zulius is a zebra centaur who is very vain and self-centered. He has the ability to, his main shapeshifts. I don't know if Zulius is supposed to be a non-binary character. I saw people online who have made like fan art of him, and they have the, what's it called, the non-binary flag, but I don't think they referred to him as they or them. I think they just always referred to him as Zulius. So I'm going to just refer to him as Zulius. I'm not trying to be offensive in any way if he is a non-binary character. So please don't get mad in my comments. Okay. So like I said, Zulius is very vain and very like self-centered. Zulius really cares about the appearance of Zulius, but he has the ability to, his mane shape shifts. So Zulius can make his mane extra long, like rope, or he can use his feet to, his mane to walk like 2 feet if his hooves get tired. Then you have Derpleton, who is a giraffe centaur. And Derpleton is stupid. He's like the dumb, dense character. But he looks the weirdest to me out of the whole entire herd. Because he has a human face with, with ears. And then the giraffe, like, I think those are antlers. I could be wrong, y'all. Then he has a giraffe neck with the like human body, and then the giraffe. He just looks weird to me. The only magical thing about him is that he can do the whole miniature, like make miniature versions of himself that are sentient, but he has magical farts that talk to him. I don't know, but he's very stupid. Then you have Ched, who is a finch centaur, which to me doesn't make sense because I'm like, centaurs, I thought centaurs were also always supposed to be a human mixed with a animal that is four-legged, like a goat, a horse, a giraffe, a zebra, a donkey, a gazelle, like a water buffalo. I don't know. It's just weird to me that he's a finch centaur. I feel like he should probably be a different species. Like he shouldn't be considered a centaur because he's not a centaur. I don't care. He's not a centaur, but they call him a centaur. He's a finch centaur. And then my favorite out the herd was Glendale, who is a kleptomaniac ginkanik, which is basically a miniature version of a gazelle, but she's a kleptomaniac. She has a portal in her stomach where she can like hide things, and her character is just weird, and I like her. She's very like creepy yet cool at the same time, and like I enjoyed her character. If I would say to continue or nah this series, it's a nah tingu. Yeah, nah tingu. I think that sounds better than continue nah tingu. So I'm really like 50-50 on this series. Like I said, I watched the whole entire series. It was only 10 episodes. My only thing is that they did too much damn singing. They did too much singing. And I'm a person that loves musicals. Like I love The Wiz. I love The Color. No, I was going to say The Color Purple is a musical like on Broadway, but I like The Color Purple. I love Grease. I even like Grease 2. I like two of my favorite musicals is Hairspray, the original one, and the newer one that came out in the 2000s. Well, I think the early 2000s, and West Side Story. Like, I love those. Like, if they are on the TV, I'm sitting there to watch them, and I will sing every version of every song. So, it's like, I have no issues with musical, but, like, every episode, they were singing. And it was like, there should only be 2 songs, tops. 2 tops in every episode. Not 4, not 3. Like 2 is my limit when it comes to cartoons and singing. And it was just too much. It's different if it was like a Disney movie or any animated movie where they sing. It's because that is to be expected. But when it's like a TV series, I'm not expecting like every episode there should be like 5 or 6 songs. Like, I got annoyed. And I was about to click off of it after episode 4. But we got introduced to this character. I'm going to just call her Woman, where she's an adult woman, but she seems to be the antagonist of Horse and the Herd. Because she does not want Horse to get all the different keys from the shaman to open the portal. And closer, I'm glad I stuck with it, because closer to the end of the series, we don't get much on her, but we find out that she has a connection to the other world that Horse and Ryder are from. And we end up finding out why she does not want the void to be open between the two worlds and why she wants it to remain closed. So had she not been introduced into like on episode 4, or maybe it was episode 5, I would have let this show go. So, I mean, I would say not 10U. Like, if you can handle all the singing and stuff like that, then definitely continue it. I think that what pulled me in is trying to understand how Woman, or this adult woman, is connected to Ryder and Horse's world. Also, we get introduced to the Nowhere King, and Woman has a connection with the Nowhere King. They don't build upon it. They don't build upon it. And I just want to know, like, what is her connection to the Nowhere King, who is supposed to be what is in the void and what she is trying to keep in the void. And we don't have an understanding of, like, how did the Nowhere King become what he is, or even if it is a he. It gives me very like Lynch vibes, just a being of destruction and carnage, and there's no understanding as to where it came from. But the mysterious lady who is like the antagonist, she has a connection to it. They have like this meetup where like the thing basically tells her, like, I forgive you for doing this to me. So I'm like, girl, how you know him? Or it, or whatever it is. So yeah, y'all, I say not 10U. I think they got picked up for episode 2. Mainly, I would only say not 10U because I really want to know, like, what is the mysterious lady and the Nowhere Kings, like, what is their connection? Excuse me. What is their connection? If she was not in this, I probably would not continue this because, like I said, I love musicals. I love musicals. They just sang too much for me. Like, to the point where I was just like, I was hoping for an episode where they did not sing, and that never happened. So, yeah. I mean, most of the characters are very, like, one note, in all honesty. You have Horse, who is headstrong, who wants to get home, who kind of is mean towards the centaurs because she feels like her world is better because she's been through war and things of that nature. You have Warmarink, who is the mother figure who always wants to be cautious, but it's cautious to the point where it's overbearing and harmful to her group. You got Derpleton, who's a dummy, but he's still kind-hearted. Zulius is self-centered, but he has a heart because he cares about the group. You got Glendale, who's a klepto, who has her own issues, but she cares about the group. And then you have Chet, who's the Finch, who is just an ass, but deep down inside, you can tell that he cares about the group. He's just he's aggressive for no reason. And it's probably because he's small. And he has his good eye on Horse because he doesn't like horses. But yeah, y'all, drop down in the comments below. Let me know if you watched this series and what you think, or if you're going to continue watching it, or if you're just going to be like, I don't like all this singing. But yeah, remember to be bravely authentic. And I'm out, y'all. Deuces.